The alien mummies shown in Mexico are not considered to be real by most scientists. They were first discovered in 1947 by a man named Jamie Maussan, who claimed that they were the remains of aliens who had crashed their spacecraft in Mexico many years ago. However, there is no scientific evidence to support this claim. There is no definitive answer to whether the alien mummies shown in Mexico are real. They were discovered in a cave in Chihuahua State in 2012 and are said to be 10,000 years old. Some people believe that the mummies are genuine evidence of extraterrestrial life, while others believe that they are either hoaxes or the remains of deformed humans. There is some scientific evidence that suggests that the mummies may be real. For example, a DNA analysis of one of the mummies found that it had a different genetic makeup than any known human or animal. However, other scientists have challenged the results of this study, arguing that the DNA samples were contaminated. The mummies are very small, and they have some unusual features, such as large heads and elongated skulls. There are many people who believe that the alien mummies are real, and there are many theories about their origins. However, there is no scientific evidence to support any of these theories. They were first discovered in 2012 by a group of treasure hunters, and since then, there has been much debate about their authenticity. Some experts believe that they are simply human remains that have been deformed by disease or burial conditions. Others believe that they may be the remains of an unknown species of animal, or even of extraterrestrial beings. However, there is no concrete evidence to support any of these claims. The mummies are very small, measuring only about 6 inches tall. They have large heads and elongated skulls, and their eyes are set wide apart. Their bodies are thin and frail, and their skin is wrinkled and leathery. Some of the mummies have missing teeth and limbs. The treasure hunters who discovered the mummies claim that they found them in an ancient tomb in the Mexican state of Chihuahua. However, they have refused to reveal the exact location of the tomb, citing concerns for its safety. This has made it difficult for scientists to study the mummies and determine their authenticity. In 2013, a team of scientists from the National Polytechnic Institute of Mexico examined the mummies. They concluded that the mummies were human remains that had been deformed by disease or burial conditions. However, they did not rule out the possibility that the mummies could be the remains of an unknown species of animal. In 2014, another team of scientists from the Autonomous University of San Luis Potosí examined the mummies. They concluded that the mummies were not human remains, but rather the remains of an unknown species of animal. However, they did not identify the species of animal. Ultimately, there is not enough evidence to say for sure whether the alien mummies are real or not. More research is needed to confirm their authenticity. It is important to note that the alien mummies have been used to promote a number of different agendas. Some people have used them to promote the idea that aliens have visited Earth, while others have used them to promote religious or political beliefs. It is important to be critical of any information about the alien mummies that you may encounter, and to consider the source of the information. The debate over the authenticity of the alien mummies is likely to continue for some time. However, it is important to note that there is no scientific evidence to support the claim that they are aliens.